What's up, and welcome to the Rundown. This rundown is brought to you by the Barstool Sportsbook. Today's show is brought to you by the Barstool Sportsbook, the one and only sportsbook of Barstool Sports. The Barstool Sportsbook is made for you, the loyal fans and listeners, and is the only place to find exclusive picks and parlays from us. Now offering a $1,000 bonus for new players. If your first bet loses, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash. So download and create an account today. Use code RUNDOWN to unlock your $1,000 bonus. The Barstool Sportsbook lets you bet however you like with daily odds, boosts, live in-game wagering, move the line and teaser bets, and Parlay Plus for bigger payouts. iCasino is also available in select states with table games and slots. Download and create an account today, and be sure to use code RUNDOWN to unlock your $1,000 bonus. That's the Barstool Sportsbook, code RUNDOWN. Terms apply. Must be 21 years and older to play. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right.
This is always tough because Dave, Big Cat, and KFC do a rundown, then everyone gets excited, then they see us three. So I'm saving the comments. I could write the comments for everyone.
Worst rundown ever.
No, you know how I deal with the rundown? I just fucking have fun and then just forget it even happened.
Oh, I don't look at it. I never look after. This is a nice time we're having here.
Yeah. So first topic, NBA playoffs. Suns beat the Clippers. Chris Paul ends the curse of Scott Foster. So Chris Paul never won a game where Scott Foster was a referee. I think he was 0-13
in the playoffs.
In the playoffs. The streak was broken last night with a 123-109 win over the Clippers.
I think that it makes no sense. One, that Scott Foster's a cheater. I'm pretty sure, I could be very wrong, but in that documentary, he was part of it, being he was part of that circle of knowing it was cheating and stuff.
It's quite an allegation.
I mean, it's not quite an allegation, but if it was in the documentary.
Yeah. All right.
But I could be wrong.
You'd think they would not have him in the NBA.
But I think that the NBA, I think those refs I think they all were part of it, and Donaghy was the scapegoat.
I think they're definitely trying to maximize revenue with game outcomes, be it for the NBA, for the venues, for the TV rights.
I agree.
Every series wants to go 7. So just keep that in mind.
I agree, Billy. I'm all in on that.
Yeah.
Because 0-13 is ridiculous. In the playoffs as well, you're obviously on a good team. Chris Paul's been on great teams. 0-13 is an outrageous stat. Obviously, they won last night, so he got his first.
I guess walk me through it. So, all right, so Scott Foster, in your mind, does he hate Chris Paul? He's I'm going to sabotage this guy?
Yeah.
Even if it was a Donaghy type.
They're fucking fighting. I think that.
So you think that he just hates him?
I think he hates him. I think that he also. There's probably been words been talked to with each other. There's probably some bad blood. Yesterday it was he couldn't do anything about the loss because the Suns were just kind of beating up on him.
You think Chris Paul fucked his wife?
He could have. I guess that's a possibility.
Did it to Kanye. Why wouldn't he do it to a referee? Let's say after the first 2-3 games, he was like, fuck, this guy's fucking me. I'm going to fuck his wife. And then he's just been on a 10-game losing streak ever since.
Could be.
It is possible.
Congratulations, Mrs. Foster.
Yeah. Draymond Green suspended for Game 3. So, the Game 2 stomping, we all kind of BS. Sabonis is a European. He pulled an absolute soccer trick by grabbing the leg, trying to draw the penalty. And we originally thought he wasn't going to be suspended, but the fan reaction was so negative, the NBA had to step in. Draymond just coming at the whole crowd after getting booted.
That's awesome.
That's are you not entertained? That's gladiator shit.
I think that Draymond, they pretty much said that Draymond got suspended because of his past, of his like antics before. Because let me tell you, Sabonis did this to Draymond, he wouldn't be suspended. Draymond, yeah. I actually was on Draymond's side here. Obviously the antics aren't great, but I don't think he stomped on his chest. I think he was missing it.
Well, if you watch the tape, you see this happen a lot in soccer when a guy like dives and then he tries to hook the ankle of the opposing player.
But he also pulled a soccer move of like pretending he was dead out.
Oh yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
He didn't go like this.
I mean, some were saying
he went on his chest and then did a little push off.
See, I think what's more interesting isn't the stomp. It's the fact that the NBA basically listened. Like,
Hey,
yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, he did a Mario jump.
well, you could see. Look, see the hook. See the hook.
Yes, and also that is like, if anyone does take NBA out of it, if I grab your leg, you're fucking going like this no matter what. So that's a normal reaction, I think. But I really, truly, the NBA is basically saying, because he's had antics before, he's gotten thrown out of games. He got thrown out of the NBA Finals with the one they lost, and they basically lost the game. So
but here's the thing: are they suspending him because of his past, or are they suspending him because the fans were pissed off he didn't get suspended? You know what I mean? Like,
because of
is the NBA that rabbit ears?
Not because of the fans more. I think it's because of his past.
No, I think him yelling at the whole crowd, "Pussy, fuck you, pussy," and just like antagonizing them, almost causing another Malice in the Palace type situation.
That was fucking awesome.
Like, great, but not great optics for the NBA from a fan perspective.
It is strange though that Shams originally said, "Oh, he's not being suspended," and then there's now this because he obviously has pretty good contacts in the league, so now you have this kind of weird reversal. I don't know. The whole thing is very weird to me.
Draymond and Pat Bev are some of the only reasons why I watch the NBA anymore. Just because.
This year there's a lot of good storylines in these every series basically.
Are the Warriors in trouble? Like, they lost the first 2 games. Draymond suspended this game 3. Are the Warriors fucked?
Yeah, the Kings are also just good. People just like kind of talk shit about them, and the Kings, good for them too, because they traded Halliburton, and everyone was like, "Oh, well, that's the stupidest trade of all time." Sabonis is great for their team. Malik Monk is awesome. Fox has been great, and Light the Beam is so cool. I love saying Light the Beam.
And Coleman pulled up a stat here. Warriors winning percentage this season: 562 with Draymond, 333 without, and this is a must-win game.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad stats. I actually want to bring up one more topic. The NBA supposedly have people vote for who's the most overrated player, and well, number 1 was other, but the biggest vote was fucking Trae Young. First of all, I didn't know we did this, but Trae Young is overrated. That's just a fact. He beat the Knicks 2 years ago, and everyone sucked him off for it. But then after that, if you look at his playoff numbers, it's one of the worst playoff numbers there are.
Can you scroll up a little bit? What is it? Say 54 votes? Oh, anonymous player poll. I see. Okay. All right.
Did you see the other poll of who's the scariest dude you wouldn't want to fight in the NBA?
Was it Steven Adams?
No. Steven Adams got second to Josh Johnson, who apparently, maybe someone else, but there's a kickboxer in the NBA. Totally forget his first name. I know his last name is Johnson, but he's 6'8", and turns out he has 21 kickboxing fights, and he's the scariest guy.
Steven Adams would just break his sternum. I feel like he would
just him here?
James Johnson.
Oh.
Yeah. Apparently he had some professional fighting experiences. So, I mean, rough and rowdy, Steven Adams, James Johnson, I think everyone would watch
that.
The toughest man in the NBA. That's a no-brainer. So, for our next topic, Bradley Beal being sued for $50K for hitting a fan. The incident occurred on March 21st after the Wizards lost to the Magic. Beal was walking off the court. A fan yelled at him, "You made me lose 1,300, you fuck." Beal turned around, smacked the fan on the side of the head, and knocked off his hat. The fan is alleging assault and battery, asking for damages exceeding $50K.
People are so stupid. I mean, I love the guy yelling, "You lost me 13." But you wonder why that would get him that upset. It wasn't like, "Go fuck your mother." It wasn't anything personal. It's like, "You lost me 1,300." Why would that? I would just walk right past someone.
If you're Bradley Beal, you got to kind of control yourself a little bit here.
People say that to me every night. "You've lost me this. You lost me this one."
And they call you fuck a lot.
Yeah. Meaner
Other
things
names
than
that are worse.
I think these players are getting real fed up with the fucking fans.
Anthony Rendon, I mean, it's baseball, but he was mad at a fan last week.
Russell Westbrook went into the fan, the lounge. I don't know, that's fucking crazy. I didn't know he... Smack.
So what would you say if someone yelled that at you? "Hey, you lost me $1,300, you fuck."
Nice to meet you. That's what I say every time.
That's nice. All right, that's good.
Yeah, honestly, there needs to be more separation between the fans and players because this is like the second incident we've seen.
The Suns just changed their layout,
Yeah.
like after Westbrook.
They did?
So like, yeah, they made a change.
Okay, that one, I don't agree with. Like, if you're yelling at a guy like those fans that are out by the tunnel, I have no problem. Like, you just don't hit a fan. You get paid millions of dollars. They pay to see you. They're gonna yell at you. That's just what sports are. But that one where
it's like walking through this like
is walking through, like,
Yeah.
you shouldn't have access to the players that close. You just shouldn't. Poor kid just want to eat his fucking steak too.
Yeah, they gotta change it up, especially there's gonna be
yeah,
a lot
one of these
angles.
days someone's gonna get punched. Like
Yeah.
severe, it's gonna be a serious.
Now
situation.
Westbrook's a
the palace
pussy,
is gonna
though.
happen.
He's just a pussy.
Why do you say that?
I mean, you got to be able to have some thick skin also. Like, just because someone says Westbrook, it's a funny nickname.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it seems like an extreme reaction.
It's what you do to a bully when you're like a kid. It's like, first of all, you don't tell him your insecurities. Second of all, if he came out and said, if he went like this, if he was like, wore Westbrook as his actual name, people would stop. Just like, pretend you care.
So what are your insecurities?
I got none. That everyone, I can't have any, or I would have killed myself already.
Winnipeg Jets forward Morgan Barron takes skate to the face, returns to a game after getting 75 stitches. This is just another example of hockey tough. Totally different type of beast. I mean, going from NBA, where they're getting hurt by words, to hockey, where they're getting their face sliced off. A little perspective for everybody.
I'm shocked at the timing here. How long does it take to give someone 75 stitches? And this doctor must have been very quick because he's back in the second period.
I mean, if you're a hockey doc, you probably get really good at stitching them up quick.
I can't imagine he did a great job
Well,
stitching.
I mean, the thing is, look at that.
Oh.
You see that? That's bad.
What was this?
Thank God it
A
wasn't
stick?
his jugular.
no, but I think
Dude, he'd be gushing on the
Stink.
ice. He'd bleed out in like 5 minutes. If he
I
look right there. He just got impaled in the face.
Yeah, hockey, bro. Hockey just isn't worth it for me. It's just, first of all, they get probably paid the least out of the 4 major sports.
Oh Jesus. Oh yeah.
so. That's why you decided not to go in the NHL. It's just not worth it.
No, you want to know what it was?
Yeah.
My brother, he played hockey his whole life, played at Seton Hall, and he was getting dressed in the locker room when he was a kid, maybe like a teenager, and a fight broke out in the locker room. He just took off his skates. Someone stepped on his foot.
Oh
with his
no.
skate,
Oh.
And his foot was hanging on by that much.
Oh.
I said, no, hockey's not for me.
Oh. Does he have a mangled foot now?
No, it's working.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
pretty
Oh
equal.
Jesus. Yeah.
Jesus.
Literally, it's a sport where they like have knives on their feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, give me a cleat any day. This was a big story yesterday. Zoom video of CEO telling employees they won't get bonuses while she keeps her $4 million bonus. I mean, the thing is, it's one thing if you're a CEO and you're keeping your bonus and taking everyone else's bonus, and you can be like, look, times are tough. But just the way she conveyed it, like play the tape, this is
Yeah, I
like,
want to listen to it.
like, how can you be a leader of people and behave like this?
This woman is
What a formal
awful.
way to put that, Billy. That was very nice.
He's absolutely right.
Like, this is some real ivory tower type shit.
This woman could be walking into heaven. I wouldn't follow her. This is how horrible this lady is.
Like if you behaved like this in the medieval times, like this would get the mob,
Yes.
the torches and the pitchforks out.
Don't ask about what are we going to do if you don't get a bonus. Get the damn $26 million. Spend your time and your effort thinking about the $26 million we need and not thinking about what you're going to do if we don't get a bonus. All right? Can I get some commitment for that? I would appreciate that. I had an old boss who said to me one time, you can visit Pity City, but you can't live there. So people, leave Pity City. Let's get it done. Thank you. Have a great day.
That was one
Boom.
Boom.
of the worst pump-up speeches of all time.
Awful.
I mean, she spends her fucking bonus on golden hang loose fucking symbols behind her. Like
Yeah.
stupid rock art. Like
Wait,
you
so
have
did-
way too much fucking money. You're spending it on stupid shit.
So did it come out that she had a bonus or something?
Yeah, if you look up her bonus, her cash bonus was
This woman's name, by the way,
was-
Andy Owen. Let's say who she is.
was 1.2, and she had more in in stock options, awarded stock. Like she had got a shit ton of money, and everyone else got nothing from apparently. So this was from 2022, and apparently everyone got nothing.
So that's how a lot of CEOs' salaries are based. So it's all incentive based and everything. So it seems like a large bonus, but that's just most of her what she expected.
So you're defending her?
It seems like a large bonus but she's also shitting on her employees for asking about a bonus.
Of course.
The way she handled that was the problem.
Of course, yeah. It's one of those things where it's like it's considered a bonus, but that's just how rich people do stuff, you know?
No, I get what you mean, but it's also like you can't say don't go to Pity Island.
Pity City.
It's like, I'm going to go to Pity Island, I can get a fucking bonus. And then you see that, you're always, if someone doesn't get a bonus, they get upset. I don't know if she knows that.
Yeah. She comes across as completely just unattached to reality.
The other thing, too, is she's complaining about a $26 million deficit. You know, I understand that a lot of it is incentive-based, but you could use some of that to assuage that $26 million.
Well, think about it. Don't worry about what happens when you don't get your bonus. Like, oh, I'm worried about paying for Christmas presents for my kids. Like, you're not going to worry about that?
The boom was, she deserves to get, like, that's what, who says boom after, like, basically roasting your entire...
roasting your employees, people that work for you, that you're supposed to inspire.
I mean, look, I know this is sounding like super communist, but, like... These people, people are going to leave your company by behaving like this. The funniest thing about this whole...
That's not communism, that's capitalism.
Did someone, record this and just put it out?
That's the funniest thing about these these CEOs getting caught out for being absolute assholes. I think it is going to change, the landscape of how, C-suite people, treat their employees because, people are getting exposed like this.
Yeah.
All those weird layoff videos where the guy's like, yep, you're all gone, and it's Christmas, and they put those out. CEOs are gonna realize that they're not gonna be able to get another job if their company goes under because they have bad press about them, and the board, if they make that hire, is gonna get the negative press about this is the person you hired.
Yeah, because
so it is gonna impact.
You could just motherfuck them in a conference room. But
in 1987,
no one's going like this because if you see them, you're like, what the fuck you doing? And that it's like. She probably thought she killed that too. She probably told her kids, her family, being like, I gave the best speech of all.
I dropped the Pity City line on them, believe me.
Well, she probably got the Pity City line in a boardroom and was like, this CEO's so awesome.
Yeah.
He really worked, he fucked us over, but I was somehow able to climb the ranks.
That's the most everyone's says that. Don't pity yourself the entire. Thanks for telling us that.
Well, the thing is, if there's no food on the table and everyone has to eat slim, including you, it's one thing to give that speech. But if you're eating good and everyone else is getting nothing, how the fuck can you talk like that?
That's fucking wild.
Yeah. Next topic. This was actually hilarious. So, Air National Guard's been arrested for applying to be a hitman on a parody website. You guys have heard of the website hireahitman.com.
I hadn't.
It was a joke.
I hadn't until the story, but
it was a joke website that used to go around.
I have not. You have heard of it?
You basically made it sound like it.
Yeah.
If you ever heard of Google? It said hireahitman.com.
It was one of those joke websites that would circulate.
Man,
imagine getting caught by this.
We're 100% HIPAA compliant.
I like your point and click solution. It's very funny.
Yeah.
How much is it?
Are you
$5 a hard. No, I think it's funny. It would be funny to see if I would get, if you get on here, how much is it?
This man made a deal with the FBI that they were going to pay him $5,000.
Okay.
To kill somebody? How much would it take?
Feel like that's not enough.
How much money? How much money would it take for you to kill somebody? Random hit.
I couldn't do that. You just feel awful about it.
500K.
I even think about that hypothetical where it's if I'll give you $1 million if you hit a red button and it kills 4 random people in the world. I'd still be
awful.
But then some people are like, fuck it, I don't know them. But I don't know.
But the hitman thing, though, I'd always be afraid.
$1 million.
But you'd be looking over your shoulder the rest of your life. You'd always be afraid to get caught.
$2 million.
There's no amount.
$3 million.
I mean, you've killed someone.
I would never.
Or you would kill someone for $4 million?
No.
You've killed someone before, though.
What?
Only in the 80s.
Yeah, no, that's
$10
wild.
million.
People are just.
I would.
You, Clem, this is ridiculous. You wouldn't take $10 million.
No, I would
to kill
feel
somebody?
guilty and I'd be looking over the shoulder the rest of my life. That's not worth
Dude,
it.
you can
I'm
afford
fine. I'm
therapy
happy now.
at that point.
I can afford therapy now. I'd be fine.
Good
I'm fine
therapy,
now.
like, you forget about killing someone.
I don't think that therapy exists. And this sounds like Barry.
he
You watch
called him-
Barry, you know this is a bad
He
idea.
called himself the Reaper on it. So I'd hire that guy. He's called the Reaper. You're gonna call that guy.
By the way, the Air National Guard is just like you do training camp and you show up like one weekend a month. Like this isn't like
Well,
a
that's not
well-trained
necessarily.
special
No,
forces.
that's not necessarily true. They also get deployed overseas. The Guard does a lot of stuff.
The Air National Guard?
National Guard does a lot of stuff. Yeah.
No, the Air National Guard.
Well, I think all the National Guard, those guys do a lot of work.
But this guy specifically was just, from what I read, was doing just a weekend.
I have no idea what this guy was doing, but the Guard do get deployed overseas. They do a lot of work.
Do you guys feel like it's only he's only facing up to 10 years in prison?
Well, he didn't kill
He
anybody.
didn't care. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still like you were going to, so it's like that's
was
the
also-
classic like I went to go kill Billy, but don't worry, I told you guys I didn't kill him. Like we were still going to do it, so you probably shouldn't be allowed out.
Jeez. I mean, I can't believe this website caught somebody.
This guy was all in too. When he was talking to the FBI guy, he's like, "Hey, do you need a picture of the dead body?" Like he was all in. On
Well,
like,
yeah, it's you got to know if it's done. To
Yeah.
get paid the extra $5,000.
What this guy should have done is join the French Foreign Legion.
you
heard of that?
scare me.
no.
What?
I feel like you're on some website.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
the French Foreign Legion, like literally,
You're on
they,
a lot of the websites.
Yeah.
you
that
just are a mercenary. You literally they give you a totally new identity. You go do crazy shit.
So what's the dark web like, Billy? Like, what is it like on a day-to-day basis?
You couldn't handle it.
No,
Probably not. You're probably right.
I couldn't. That's why I live in a very small world in my brain.
No, the French Foreign
We
Legion.
know that,
is
Marty.
well
It's a
known.
very small world.
I play games up there.
Yeah,
It's
what
fun
kind of
to live
games?
here. Every day I do over-unders of how many jerseys I'm going to see.
How many did you see today?
Only 2.
Oh,
It
okay.
hit the
What's the
under.
line?
It's usually 4.5.
Okay.
It's fun every day. And then I usually bet on some teams. If I see the jersey, I bet on that team if they're playing that.
That sounds like a really good strategy.
It-
A lot of research involved.
Those ones usually hit.
Surprised I'm not having a better year.
Clem, $50 million.
No, I'm not gonna know. I would feel horrible.
Dude, you're
Why? I'm happy now. Why would I want to do that? And
But to
like,
be honest, though, Klemmer would be the worst criminal because, like, if there was a lineup, I'd be like, "You, it's that guy." There's no way.
really
It's
skinny,
for sure,
Yeah.
that guy.
weird looking. Yeah, that guy right there.
There's definitely Klemmer.
All right, and that's our show.
Oh, we have the
that's
after
show. We're getting to. Mincy went golfing with Chris Berman. I don't know how that happened.
Did you guys see the video of Chris Berman? He hit a drive and he threw his hat and his club because it was a good hit, a good shot, and they were trying to film Berman, but Mincy's face just kept. It was fun foreplay too. Like they weren't filming for Mincy. It was just Mincy just kept going into the fucking video. It was ridiculous. Mincy just is. He was jumping up and down.
Well, when Mincy's talking with Berman, he must walk 10 miles in that 40 seconds. He doesn't stop moving. He walks he does like the sun, or the earth going around the
Yeah.
sun. Like when he's talking with Chris Berman. It's a bizarre scene. Berman must have been so confused.
Berman, Mincy probably explains how many times, like why he was there and Barstool Sportsbook and all this stuff. But besides that, Brandon Walker said that he almost quit.
Yeah, so what happened? So he went on Pick Central? What happened here?
He told Brandon, as everyone knows, he gets in his feels a little bit, and he's basically texted Dave saying, "I want out of my contract." After Dave tweeted some things, and yeah, Brandon, he's still here. So
How
he
does
didn't
that
quit.
work?
So
I don't know. I
so
don't
he
really know.
quit and then he said like I unquit? Like pulled a George Costanza? Like what happened?
I think it's harder to just get out of a contract, and there's things that go with it. But I don't know. I don't really know exactly the whole
Okay.
thing. Brandon did it, but
Could you technically just like stop working and just get?
Well, some people here have done that, I think.
Like, how does that work?
Is
If you
that
can't,
not true?
like, if you can't get out of your contract, can't you just like?
Well,
Who did that, Klemmer?
Oh, I don't know. I've only heard stories. This Brandon couldn't be bad for me. I do a show with him, Double Play, which you can find on the Lights Camera Barstool Network. In fact, new episode dropped today. We covered Field of Dreams and The Babe.
Plug you're doing
I'm
right
bad,
here.
right?
What a
Seamless. You like
plug.
that? Got it right in there.
Brandon almost quit, so watch our show.
That's right. It might be the last time you see him.
I feel like Brandon's quit like 4 different times.
I just don't know, like, how you do. Like, let's say you quit. All right. I quit. Fuck you, I'm out. And then how do you then go back? That's got to be the tough 180.
Let's ask Rico.
Should we?
No,
I'll give a
Rico
fuck.
is on a 2-month. We should give him. He said we're gonna give him a chip because he has not had a public freak out.
No, he's been great.
That's good.
We can push it.
No,
Let's make him earn it. No, I'm fucking around.
Marty, is your mic by your phone?
Yeah, your mic's fucking off. Yeah,
Put your phone away.
please.
It's such a nice phone. Why do you want to put it away? Look how nice it is.
I got the case.
Show everyone your phone.
I got the case that you could.
Careful, it's gonna shatter. You touch it.
Well, it's over, so can I get it back?
So what? So
Clem, have you ever seen The Wizard of Oz?
I have. Yes. It's a famous. Do you think I'm the Scarecrow?
No, you remind me of like the farm workers in the beginning of the movie.
Well, that is the Scarecrow.
I know. You're back at the
Yeah, I'm the Scarecrow.
farm
That's
worker.
fine. I'm Ray Bolger. That's fine. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I've been called worse. That phone, it's a nice phone you have there.
What I do? The after show's not gonna be about my phone.
Oh, I wish it was.
All right. Good stuff, boys.
Hell yeah.
You guys got anything else?
Mincy and I are talking again.
Oh, really?
We weren't
Oh, what
talking for a
happened?
long
No.
time.
What happened?
Oh,
We had a little a spat when he moved out, but
no. You guys were roommates?
kind of.
Why would you have a spat?
Yeah, what happened?
You're gonna have to find out when I go on Wake Up Mincy. First time we speak in a long time.
When are you going on?
Stole MILF?
What?
Was it because you stole MILF?
That was one of the components. It was. We haven't actually talked about this publicly, but it's been quite a serious issue. So.
Wow, what a tease for Wake Up.
Wow.
Mincy.
And when is this
Next
gonna?
week. I don't know,
Next week.
sometime next week. We're gonna talk it out.
I'm
but,
sure people remember this by then.
Yeah. Something to mention.
I would love to know
Seems
what
timely.
your problems with Mincy
Yeah. So,
are.
can you give us another
No,
thing
no.
besides the MILF thing? What was another thing maybe that? Did he not pay rent? Did he want a security deposit? Was it money?
Look, you gotta find out on Wake Up Mincy. It goes deep.
Goes deep.
Was that the problem?
There's a lot of problems.
Yeah. Okay.
With Mincy, no way.
Yeah.
With
Look.
living situations with Mincy, I couldn't. I probably was.
This man left in the middle of the night.
Did you leave your dog?
Talk about that on Wake Up Mincy. Tune in.